right, well, good morning. Good morning. So nice to see you. And thank you for having me. I'm so excited to share yoga with everybody. And I know every teacher teaches it differently, so hopefully it won't be too different. But yeah, my objective is just to get us moving, get movement into our joints, and hopefully make you feel better at the end. Restored, balanced, a little calm. I always like to start with the breath. I think the breath is an extremely important part of yoga, really the most important in my opinion. So we're going to just start gently seated. So you're going to scoot yourself back just so that you have some support. You can rest into the back of your chair. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down so you have some opening through your chest. And then you can rest your hands wherever it feels comfortable. You're going to set your gaze. Either just look down at the floor or stare off in front of you or close your eyes, whatever you feel more comfortable with. Just take a moment to check in with yourself this morning. If there's anything that you have going on currently, any kind of tension anywhere, tightness, any pain or injury that you're working with, I always ask that you be mindful with yourself. Listen to your body. That's most important. Just allow yourself to settle in. Allow yourself to fully arrive. Set aside your morning or any thoughts that are swirling around in your mind. Just set them aside for now. Bring awareness to your natural breath. You don't need to change it just yet. Just notice how your body is breathing this morning. Notice the quality. Does your breath feel choppy or smooth? Does it feel like it's flowing? Does it feel like it's high up in your chest or more into your belly? Even notice the temperature of your breath as it comes in and out. Most yogic breath is done through the nose, but if at any time that doesn't feel comfortable for you, please feel free to breathe in whatever manner feels most comfortable. We bring our right hand to our heart, left hand to the belly, and just start to take some slow breaths into both your hands. Allowing your chest and your belly to rise and fall. See if you can just fill up your lungs as much as you can. Try to take in as much oxygen as you can. Helping to nourish all the systems of our body. About 4 more of these deep mindful breaths. Fill up your lungs. Exhale. Relax your arms back into your lap. Slowly start to begin to tuck your chin towards your throat. Be mindful that you're elongating the back of your neck. Keeping your shoulders rested and relaxed towards the back of your chair. And then begin to draw your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then chin back towards your throat. And left ear to left shoulder. So we're just going to gently rock the head from side to side. Take as much time as you need. If one side feels a little tighter than the other, feel free to let it linger there. Take a couple deep breaths. Let your breath kind of soften that tension. And then move on to your other side. going to head back up to neutral. You can open your eyes. We're going to inhale and sweep those arms up and overhead. Join your palms together and exhale your hands to your heart. And then inhale, rise the arms up. Exhale, hands up. Two more times. Big deep breath in. Exhale, roll out. Inhale. And exhale. Release the arm. Then we're going to scoot forward towards the edge of our seats. Plant your feet about hip distance apart. Sliding the hands towards the knees, doing some cat-cow. So as you inhale, you're going to draw the heart forward. As you exhale, you're going to make a big C curve with your spine. Keep moving with your breath, matching your breath with your movement. Okay, deep breath as you open up, and then exhale as you rest. Keep moving like that, just with your breath. It's okay if your pace doesn't match mine. You're going to incorporate some circles now. So as you inhale, you'll circle forward. As you exhale, you'll circle back. And we'll switch directions. Come back up through center. We're going to circle those arms back overhead again. Take a deep breath, and as you exhale, twist over to the right. Finding a long spine, so reaching up at the crown of your head, and then look towards your back shoulder. Inhale, sweep those arms back through center, and we'll take them over to the other side. Looking towards that back shoulder, getting that nice long spine. And then we'll come back through center. You're going to release your arms, just gently swing them. Just go at a range of motion that feels good to you. Move right into those shoulder joints. You can keep them down low or start to swing them up higher. We're going to cross one arm and then the opposite arm on top. Turn the palms to face up, bend the elbows and gently tap your shoulders or the upper back. Try to get the elbows up nice and high. And then you're going to turn your palms down and tap with the backs of the fingers and the backs of the hands. Yep. And then you can just let those arms release, give a little shake. Then take some shoulder rolls, rolling them forward, up and back. Really accentuating that squeezing of the shoulder blades, so opening up your chest. And then take those in the opposite direction, rolling them forward, try to spread your shoulder blades wide onto your back. And we're going to find our eagle arms, so sweeping the arms up. You're going to take your right arm and sweep it underneath the left. So you have the option of just giving yourself a big squeeze, or you can point your fingertips to face up. So you choose which feels best with your body. We're going to rock side to side. So right at your waistband, you get some movement into that thoracic spine. And then we'll take the arms over to the right and look to the left. And then switch, arms go to the left and look to the right. We'll take it back through center. You're going to lift both your arms, take a deep breath, and then you're going to exhale and hug them in and gently round forward. If this doesn't feel okay for your back, just stay upright. Let your head relax. And you can take some gentle movement here, little rocks. Or you can take some circles, circling forward or circling back. We're going to keep the arms, and you're going to cross your right leg in front of the left. So you can cross at the ankles or cross at the thighs, whatever feels better. You're going to lift the elbows once again, and you're going to hug everything in and squeeze everything in towards your midline. So squeeze the thighs, hug the arms in, let your head drop. And then keep your legs, and circle the arms back overhead. And you're going to take a twist over to the right again, and use that left arm as a little leverage. So you can push into that right leg just gently. Open up through the chest, try to draw that left side of you forward. Release, come back through center, uncross the legs. Find eagle on the other side, so scoop the arms up. Left arm will come under this time, so you can just give yourself that big squeeze or punch your fingers up and take that rock side to side. Arms go to the left, look to the right. And then switch. Arms go left or right, look left. Take it back through center, lift. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale, hug it all in. Let your head relax and take whatever movement you did on that first side. So little rocks, little circles. This just helps to open up all those muscles in our back. So we'll keep the arms. You're going to cross the left leg in front or on top again. And then we'll lift the elbows, deep breath, and then exhale, hug everything in and squeeze everything nice and tight. Hug those elbows in, squeeze those thighs together. And keep your legs, circle the arms overhead, deep breath. And then we'll twist over to the left. Using that right arm this time. Press against the left leg, try to draw that right side forward. And we'll release and come back through center. We're going to take our feet into a V, and you're going to grab your block and just place it right between your feet. So starting with the feet at an angle in a V, and the hands are going to come onto the thighs, fingers are facing inwards. We're going to start with a little twist. You're going to press into your legs and just lift up and lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, you're going to twist to the right. You can shrug that left shoulder by your ear. We'll inhale back through center, and then we'll twist to the left. Shrug your right shoulder up. Inhale, center. So now moving with the breath, we're going to exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Yeah, just keep moving like that. Do a few more. Going at the pace of your breath. And then we'll come back through center. We're going to inhale and lift up, and then we're going to exhale and take a fold. Bring your hands down onto your block. And just let your head relax for a moment. Moving into a twist, so the left hand is going to stay on the block, and you're going to bring your right hand to your right thigh. Just begin to twist to the right. You're welcome to stay just like this, or you can start to take that right arm either out to the side, parallel to the floor, or deeper by bringing it towards the ceiling. Keeping your head neutral, or try to look up towards the ceiling, whatever feels better for you. And then we're going to switch it out. So left hand will go, or sorry, right hand will go down. Left hand to your left leg, twisting to the left. Same thing here, extending that arm out, either keeping it there or begin to squeeze it up. And then gently release it all down. You're going to slide your block a little further forward. Take a little bit of a deeper fold. Let your head relax. Breathe into your belly. right leg, so you can hug under the thigh or on the shin. You're going to give it a good squeeze into your belly. It's really good for our digestion. Take some circles through that leg. Circle the opposite direction. Point and flex. And then if you're not already, just hold under the thigh. You're just going to extend and bend that knee a few times. And then we're going to extend and hold that leg out there. Pull your toes towards your face. You have the option of holding on or lifting the arms up. Give yourself a little core workout. And then we'll slowly lower the heel to the floor and the hands come to the thighs. You're going to inhale and lift up nice and tall. Keep all that length as you hold. So you want to try to get the leg as straight as you can. If you want to deepen this stretch, you can slide that right hand down the right leg, your thigh, your shin, or reach for your toes. And then just maintain that long spine. Lengthen as you inhale. Draw your heart forward as you exhale. Slowly rise all the way back up. You can set that foot down. We're going to pick up the left leg now. Just give it a good squeeze into your belly. Circle through that left leg. And switch directions. Point and flex. And then hold on under the thigh, extend and bend your knee a few times. And extend and hold it out. Draw your toes toward your face, keeping the hands there or reaching overhead. Nice and slow, lower everything down. So with that left leg nice and straight, deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale as you fold forward. Slide the left hand down the left leg. Just check in and make sure that you're lengthening, keeping that spine nice and long. Draw your heart towards your toes. Sit tall and release, set that foot back down. You're going to draw your chin in and down towards your throat once again. Stretch out the neck a little bit further. So draw your right ear towards your right shoulder. Make sure that your shoulders are nice and relaxed, your chest is staying open. You're going to take your left palm and flex it towards the floor like you're pushing the air down. If you want to deepen this, you can take your right hand and just gently place it on the left side of your head. You're not craning the neck to the right, you're just letting it sit there, just adding a little bit of weight. Take a couple deep breaths, hold a lot of tension in your neck, so give your body a little help. Use your breath to help release. Tuck your chin slightly toward your throat. Take that stretch towards the back. You can release both your arms, let your chin drop back towards your throat, your chest. And then left ear to left shoulder. Take the right palm, flex it towards the floor, push down. Left hand will come to the right side of your head. Very gently. Deep breath in, breath out. Take a slight tuck of your chin towards your throat. And then you can release both your arms, let your chin drop once again. And then we'll gently rock the head from side to side, just like we did in the beginning. Like I said earlier, if you feel tension on one side or the other, feel free to let your head stay, take a couple deep breaths, and then move on to your other side. If it feels okay in your neck, you can also take a few full circles. Just be really mindful hearing pops and crinkles, or I refer to them as Rice Krispies. That's very normal. That's the technical term, Rice Krispies. Turn our head through center. One more, and then we're going to take a stand. So you're going to extend that right arm out in front of you. Try to get your elbow nice and straight. You're gently going to just pull back on those four extended fingers. You want to press through the heel of your hand. Good. And then you're going to point your fingers down and just gently press on the back of your hand. You're trying to find that stretch through the wrist. Shake out that hand, we'll do that on the other side. So extending the arm, the left arm, gently pulling back on the fingers. And we're going to point the hand down and press on the back of the hand. And then shake it out. You're going to extend both your arms. You're going to fold your thumbs in first and then wrap your other fingers around. How you were taught not to think of this. And then you're going to roll out the wrist. Switch, reverse direction. Okay, and then we're going to interlace the fingers. Last one. So interlacing all your fingers. You're going to roll the wrists. And then you switch to the opposite. Sometimes you have to look at your hands. I do too. It feels very strange. Okay, and we'll shake it out. All right, we're going to stand up. We'll all meet on the right side of our chairs. So make sure that there's nothing in your way. If you have any props, you might want to slide them underneath your chair. Alright, so standing on the right side of the chair, we're just going to do some joint movements. So you're going to stand on your left leg. We're just going to swing that right leg forward and back. And you want your leg to be nice and heavy. Oops.
Squeaky shoes.
We're going to kick up the knee and then kick the foot behind us and try to kick yourself. This is getting into the hip and the knee. And then you're going to extend your leg and sweep side to side. And then we'll set that foot down. We're going to walk around to the other side. With our left leg, letting it be nice and loose. Swing freely. We're going to pick up the knee and then kick the foot behind us. And then you'll extend it straight, sweep side to side. All right, we're going to come down onto the chair, placing our hands on the seat of the chair. If you have a block, you can always use that block if you need to bring the chair up to you. You can take it in any dimension. Just be careful that it's steady, but it's just an option. If you don't need it and your hands can come down comfortably on the chair, we're going to take this tabletop variation. So you're going to bring your feet underneath your hips. So, great. Does that work for everybody? Perfect. All right, so separate your feet a little bit wider than your hips, about shoulder distance. We're going to take a couple more of those cat-cows. They feel a little bit differently in this position. So as you inhale, you're just going to drop your belly and lift your gaze. As you exhale, you're going to round, tuck your chin and your tailbone. Inhale when you're ready, drop your belly, open up, look forward, exhale to round. And again, just go at your own pace. It's okay if your pace doesn't match mine. We all have different breath rates. do with your hands down on the chair, you can always do it at the back of your chair. If you want to place your hands on the back. All right, coming back into a neutral spine, so make sure your belly is pulled in, your back is nice and flat. We're going to take this right foot and extend it back behind us, tuck the toes under, and lift your heel. You're stretching out the sole of the foot. And then you'll send your heel towards the floor, a nice calf stretch. The more you bend into the left knee, the deeper the stretch. If you don't need to go deeper, then just stay exactly as you are. Coming forward again, you're just going to lift the knee, pull it in towards your belly, and circle that knee a couple times in one direction and a couple times in the opposite. And then we'll set that foot down. Left side, so extending that left leg back, toes tuck under, heel lifts. So you're trying to get the heel as high as you can. Eventually getting the heel over the ball of the foot if you can. This is great for stretching out all that fascia that we have at the sole of our foot. If you've ever experienced plantar fasciitis, this is one way to help. Lower the heel. Doesn't need to touch. And if you want to deepen, you can always bend into that right knee a little bit further. Send your hips forward a little more. And then we'll slowly bring that left knee towards the belly, circle it a few times to the left and a few times to the right. And then we'll set that foot down. So you're going to keep the knees bent. Use your chair if you need to. You can always use the back of the chair and we'll gently come up. So just take your time, leave your head last to lift. All right, you guys are going to stay where you are. I'm just going to turn my chair sideways so you can see me. We're just going to do a couple of sun salutations. So you're going to take a step back just so that you have enough room. If this is not accessible for everyone, you can do the movements just standing. So we're going to take some holds here, but you don't need to. You can always just skip them and just stay at the back of the chair. So a little soft bend in the knees. You're going to stand tall. Again, if you need for balance, you can always keep a hand on the chair. We're going to inhale and sweep the arms up. Grab hold of your left wrist, take a big lean to the right. Take it through center, grab your right wrist, lean to the left. We're going to come back through center. You're going to cactus, open your arms and squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take a little lift of your gaze or just lift your chin slightly. Inhale and reach back through center. Soften those knees and we're going to swan dive down. Bring your hands to the chair. You're going to step your feet back slightly, just a little short step back. So we're in a little bit of a tabletop here. You're going to step your right foot all the way up towards your chair. All 10 toes will face forward and your feet are about hip distance. So that back heel can stay down or it can lift. So you can bend both the knees, let your hips kind of bounce, let them be soft. We'll keep that left hand on the chair and you're going to circle that right arm up and around. So you can keep your head neutral or follow your hand with your eyes. Whatever helps with balance. Or circle the opposite direction so you get some full range of motion into that shoulder. And then we'll place both hands down on the chair and you're going to step that right foot back and we'll be back in that tabletop. Depending on how deep you want to go, you can stay upright or you can take this a little bit deeper. Let your head relax for a moment and take some movement here. So you can sway the hips, pedal out through the knees, take any movement that might feel good. And just lifting up slightly, we'll step the left foot forward, coming back into that lunge. So you can keeping that hip, or I'm sorry, the heel down or a little lifted, a little bend in the knees so you're a little buoyant. Right hand will stay down. This time we'll circle through the left arm. Again, just take it in your range of motion. So if you need to take little movement or no movement, it's totally fine. We'll circle the opposite direction. chair, and then we'll step back into our modified down dog. Again, you decide how deep you'd like to go. Take some movement here, block it out, pedal out through the legs. We'll take a short step forward, just a tiny step forward, keeping those knees soft. If you need for balance, you can keep your hands down or inhale and circle the arms all the way up. Good. And we're going to cactus over those arms again, open up through the chest. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale to dive forward. Hands come to the chair, and you're going to take another step back. So we're back in that down dog. The last little sequence here. So again, step your right foot forward. This time, put a little bit more of a bend in both your knees. See if you can get that back heel off the floor. We'll take the right arm up. And then we're going to take the left arm up, so just switch out the arms. So reaching tall, you're going to take a big lean to the right. Try to lean back slightly if you can, so you're feeling that in your hips. You might feel it down into your ribs. And then we'll release. You're going to take a twist to the left. So bringing that left hand around, you can place it on the hip or on the small of the back. And just start to look to the left. Open it up. We'll do that other side. So we place that left hand on the chair. Right arm comes around. Just twist into the right. Hands come to the chair again and just step back. You're back in your down. Take a couple deep breaths. Take some movement if you need it. We'll step that left foot forward. Coming back into that high lunge. We'll reach the right arm up. Get some length through the spine. Good. And then we'll take the left arm up. Oh, I switched. I did it wrong. We've got to do the right arm again. Sorry, guys. Right arm reaches up. Take a big lean to the left. Good. And then we'll just bring that hand around. You're going to twist to the right, to the right. And then switch it out. Bring that left arm around. Twist to the left. And then we'll release. And we're going to step back into that down dog. Just briefly, the last one. We'll take that little step forward towards the chair, keeping those knees nice and soft. Inhale and swift the arms all the way up. And then exhale your arms down by your sides. Good. We'll do a couple balance poses. We're going to step around again. We'll all meet on the right side of our chair. This first one, we're going to do hands to knees. So you'll settle into the left knee or left foot. Just make sure you keep like a little bend in that left knee when we walk it out. We'll lift the right knee. You place your hand on the knee or under the thigh, whatever you need for support. And then we're going to take it out to the side. So you're welcome to keep this hand down on the chair. If you're working on your balance, maybe take some weight out of that hand. Take a couple fingers. If it's accessible to you, take the whole hand. Place it up and down. And then we're going to bring it back to your center, and you're going to stretch that leg out straight. Extend that arm out to the side. And then we'll slowly release. Take it around to the other side. So settling into your right foot, a little bend in that knee. Lift the left leg. Holding on as we take it out to the side. Practice. Hand off, take some weight out of that left or right hand. And bring the knee back through center. You're going to extend that foot out. Open that left foot out. Good. And we'll slowly release. Keep the legs moving in shape. You're going to take your feet wide. We're going to do eagle pose. Standing up. So inhale, take those arms up. Just like we did at the beginning, you're going to sweep the right arm under. You choose if you want to give yourself a big hug or point your fingers up. You can take a little pause. Little bend in the knees. And this might be your eagle. You can just lift the left heel and balance this way. Depending on where you're at, if you want to try to cross the left leg in front of the right, you can do that as well. Or just bring it a little bit closer. Sorry. COVID has really messed up my teaching. I don't get to teach. I haven't been able to teach very much out of practice. Lowering the hips now. All right, so the options are you can lift your right heel, bring the feet a little closer together, or cross. We'll inhale so we can build our rhythm. Good. And release. One more balance pose. We're going to tree. So you'll lift the left heel. You're going to rotate your foot out to the side. Options are you can just place your heel on the inside of your leg and have it here. And you can just bring one hand to your heart or both hands to your heart. So depending on how you're feeling today. If you want to try to take that foot off the floor and you're at that stage, you're more than welcome. You can always do that with a hand on the chair as well. Go ahead and release, walking around to the other side. Last one. So lifting your knee, rotating it out, and placing it on the inner ankle or walking it out towards your calf. And one hand to your heart, or both hands to your heart. Go ahead and seat, and then grab your strap. So again, just sitting at the edge of your seat, sitting up nice and tall, you're going to place the strap on the ball of your right foot. Extend it out nice and straight. Your strap. You can lift and lower a few times, get some more movement into that hip joint. And then we'll lift and hold and find that stretch. You want to try the toes towards you. Keep your shoulders nice and relaxed. We're going to open it out to the right. And as you look at your foot, you want to try to turn your toes out and your heel forward if you can. And that inner thigh. Gently swoop it all the way over to the left. You want to have it across the midline of your body if you can. And if you want to increase the stretch, a great idea to stretch, you can twist to the right, twisting towards your leg. And taking it through center for a hip stretch or a seated pigeon. So you can place that heel right in front of the shin if you have any knee or hip issues. If it's comfortable for you to do so, you can place it up on the thigh. You're just going to let that knee relax open. You can still hold on if you like with the strap. Sitting up nice and tall, if you want to deepen this stretch, just start to begin to fold forward, leading with your heart so your back stays nice and flat. And then there's really nothing else to do but just try to relax into it, go back into your breath. Soften anything that's not being used. Your face, jaw, shoulders. slowly release some of that right foot back to the floor. And strap the ball of your left foot. Same thing, we'll extend it first. Lift and lower a few times. And I'll lift and hold, find that calf or hamstring stretch. We'll take it over to the left. Turn the toes out, heel forward. We'll sweep it over to the right. You'll twist your body to the left. One side extend. Taking it through center now and taking that hip stretch. So whatever placement you took on the first side, you'll take on this side. Oh. Inhale and lift up nice and tall. If you want to lean forward or fold forward, just make sure you're keeping your back nice and flat.
No.
Take about 3 or 4 more mindful breaths. And then gently release that foot back to the floor. Let your strap go off to the side. We'll scoot back in our seats. Again, feel some support on your back. Lean back into your chair so you can feel nice and relaxed, rolling your shoulders up, back, and down. Soften your gaze or close your eyes, whatever you feel more comfortable doing. And just coming back into your breath for just a few more moments. Taking some slow, deep breaths. Feel your belly, your chest expand as you breathe in. And then feeling it contract as you take all of that air out. Taking a few moments for yourself just to allow your practice, your yoga practice to soak in. Just come back to a natural breath. Scan your body. Let yourself relax and rest into your chair. Feel the floor, the chair support you. Soften any expression from your face. Soften your jaw.
Oh, we can come in.
You're going to bring the palms together. You're going to rub them and create some heat in your hands. And then you can either cup your hands over your eyes or bring them onto your cheeks or your neck or your shoulders. Give yourself a little massage. You can choose whatever you're in need of the most this morning. Take a couple last deep breaths. Just have the intention of letting go and letting your body and your mind be at peace. When you're ready, relax your arms and your eyes. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
See you all next time. I'm also teaching Thursday mornings too, so. Thank you.
Thank you.